Tonight we're giving away over $100,000 in prizes. We called 4 winning trades and caught over 500 pips on our last public swing trading 4-hour experiment video. Hi, welcome back to the channel where we show you that trading is as easy as you make it on your cell. Really, the whole concept just is our insight, your evolution, right? It sounds pretty simple. In theory, it should be, right? It kind of should be. But ultimately, we're just going week by week by week to show you that if you stick with a strategy, you have moderate management, you can accomplish great things. Not to have some shiny object syndrome or secret key or viral YouTube, none of the above, but just that you can make money in trading. It just takes work, time, effort, consistency, and that's really it. So, of course, we have to go to our disclaimer that says everything we discuss on this video is for educational purposes only. Nothing is legal, financial, or investing advice. It's entertainment or education. And actually, we need to update this, but all year long, we're going to be giving away over $1 million in prizes. Every single week, we're going to announce yet another winner, another winner, another winner. We're going to have so many different ways that you can win prizes, anywhere from prop firm challenges for $50,000 funding and even more, cash prizes, private one-on-ones, which I don't even typically do, access to our private trade room, access to certain indicators, as well as custom strategies and scripts for TradingView, and a whole bunch of other things that we're going to be giving away. And to participate, all you really have to do is be on our YouTube. Different weeks we'll have different challenges, stuff like posting what you're doing or just interacting here on YouTube. So all really simple. The whole idea is to show people that I know that there's a lot of noise on YouTube. I know that there's a lot of noise everywhere. And ultimately, you're going to find your tribe. But if the right people come along and are able to stick with it, you can 10x what Wall Street does. You can retire your family. You can do great things. It's going to take time. It's going to take money, and it's not going to be easy, but that is what's possible. So before I go over the winners, this is what we did this morning in class. This morning we called this sell. We actually have another bot sell on gold that was a 1.6 point loss, but this was 70-point win. This is just to kind of show you all trades overall, split between about 17 accounts. A couple of them are funded. Most of them are just evals because I foobarred all my accounts last week with CPI. I had a beautiful sell on ES and I had it locked in profit, but both orders, both my take profit and my lock profit got activated during CPI, and it just, wicked me into some strong buy and lost all accounts from multiple different brokers. Well, most accounts, I should say, and not fun. So here we are again, just trading this futures journey with you as we kind of learn new platforms and management and Ninja Trader and everything in between. So with that in mind, this morning, Ninja Trader was all glitching out, froze up all the VPS. But even with that, still managed to get over $900 on the day. 24 trades, not bad. I think it's 72% accuracy. Overall, not bad, especially considering the biggest problems we faced was when Ninja Trader was freezing up. Still would have been a smaller loss, a lot more manageable. And then ideally, I'm hoping to see less trades. Long term, I'd like to see a lot less trades in terms of the future stuff. And this is one of a couple different places that we're working on, and it's kind of exciting. So tonight, we're going to go over the trades first and foremost, and then we'll go over the winners as well as the secret key that you need in order to enter next week's competition. So what we've done so far for our public swing trade experiment, we have over 32,000 pips. Last week alone, or 2 weeks ago, I should say, we got 533 pips, 100% accuracy. That feels good. One of these trades is a continuation trade that we talked about, discussed, from actually all the way in January. Some trades don't play out exactly when and how you want, but just tracking that exact analysis, doesn't even take a lot of chart time. Once, twice in a week, once a week, depending on what your system or time frame is you're using, not a bad way to be. And again, I talk about this all the time, but for example, on this right here, we're averaging about a 3.75 to 1, give or take. This is Forex, so the pips and the values are all going to be a little janky, but you guys get the idea. If you're risking 1% and have $10,000, that's a lot of money that you can make in, I don't even know how many hours, a very, very small amount of hours in total. Of course, if you're risking, let's say you have a $5,000 account, you're risking 5% per trade, which is high risk. You need high leverage to accomplish that. You still have over $2 million just following this. And what I would encourage you to say is, look, if you failed at this, so if you didn't get it all, you caught a little bit more of a loser, you didn't manage your winners as well, and you failed at 2 point whatever million dollars, okay, by a lot, and you still ended up with 7 figures, and however much time frame this is, a little bit over a year, 2 years, something like that. I think it's about a year. That's still more than a lot of doctors, MDs, and lawyers make, and this took infinitely less hours. So that's the whole idea. Overall, pretty happy. And remember, all of this is predefined. All of the management that we're using is not meant to say, hey, Jenny knows better. Or she only got that much because she did it this way. It's all of this is predefined. So yes, there's going to be differences in terms of I'll get a little bit more or a little bit less on certain things based off of how I'm managing and the time of day that I went to go check and what the market was doing and what my broker did with slippage. But ultimately, you're going to land somewhere in this window, right? Just somewhere in there. Not exact, never going to be exact. There's too many other variables. But predefined management, entries that are given, here's what's possible. And I think that's something pretty special, especially with the 4 or 5 year track record that we have. I think it goes all time to a couple million pips. As for our morning classes, this morning we took GC and NQ. That was a negative 1.6 points. We got 70 points on NAS. Could have taken quite a few more entries. We called a great buy on YM, a great small scalp buy on ES. Didn't take those. We were busy yapping about MT5 and other things. But overall, this is what we've done in about the last 6 weeks. Again, some of the future contracts are worth like $100, $50 a point, $2 a point, $10 a point, depending on which pair you're on. And that's just with one account. When you're trading some of these prop firms, and I would definitely encourage, not that I've ever been a big fan of prop firms, but I would encourage you to use them as a good learning ground. A lot of them have great free courses and education, great free information that's compartmentalized and easy to follow, but also it's kind of like tuition. You're learning how to trade in somebody else's playground. You're learning how to trade and follow somebody else's rules, which inevitably, whether or not you come out with cash in hand, you're going to come out with a skill set that will hopefully translate to your personal accounts like AMP. If you're trading any bit of futures on your Coinbase, if you're trading any bit of futures on Optimus Prime or Iron, whatever, Iron Beam, or of course even Moomoo, there's a ton of different places where you can do this, even with your own live funded accounts. Obviously, you just need more capital at hand. So to give you an idea, in what is that, 4 to 6 weeks based off of one account, and remember, most of those future contracts are worth way more than a couple of bucks. They're $5, $10, $50, $20, $100 even. Figure that's 24,000 even going mid-range on one account, and you can have like 10, 20, 5 accounts. That's in what, a 5 to 6 week period altogether, because the holidays and everything in between. That's something that we don't want to sleep on. That's something that we want to really focus on. This, hey, wait, this is possible. It's not going to be perfect and it's not going to be easy, but that's what you guys have access to. So this is what we're doing in our private community. And without further ado, let's go take a look real quick at what we're doing in the 4 trades we looked at from 2 weeks ago. So on, what was it, the 4th? I should know that date pretty well. It's a birthday of somebody I love terribly much. On the 4th, we went ahead and we did this video. Okay, and remember, this is UTC time. We made this video. We took these trades, the good, the bad, and the ugly. This was a re-entry as well as a continuation from the weeks prior. But let's just take a look how they did. The good, the bad, and the ugly, and everything in between. So here's USD Chef. Again, the rules are predefined. This portion of the move, I think, was 50 or 60 pips or so. Just looking for that sell. 50, 60, just about on the dot. In total, we never came and broke that fractal high, but that is kind of high. Overall move like 80, 90-ish pips, give or take. So in this window, based off of the rules we have already predefined, you've got enough to lock, scale, profit, take profit, whatever you want to do, however you want to trail that trade. And of course, you could have held for longer, got a little bit more, took another re-entry, all kinds of different things. But either way, you got your first move, easy peasy, done. This one's a little bit sexier to kind of give you an idea. This one was smooth, easy peasy. Let's just go ahead and measure. That's over 130 pips that we got on that pair. And that's $10 per pip. So imagine what that's actually worth to you. So 130 pips, easy peasy, great trade, very smooth, not a lot of drawdown, if any, just a small amount kind of popped in and out, consolidates for a minute, and then it takes off. That is a beautiful trade. That's what I miss the most, I think, about swing trading, honestly, is just that right there. I'll take that off of our watch list, so we're done. And let me not forget real quick to go over to USDC and do the same thing. Remove all drawings, take that off of our watch list, and we're done. Now, before I go on to these next 2, the good, the bad, and the ugly, now is a good time to go and mention the secret code. This is one of the, I think, 3 methods you get to use to enter the drawings for next week. We're going to keep at this. We're going to keep at the engagement and just keep at kind of building a community, building an empire of people who are interested in just going along with a team of people who are like-minded and making the dang thing happen in trading Forex, futures, stocks, crypto, whatever it is you like to trade, whatever instruments you like. We've got a couple cool tools and strategies and some things that automatically trade as well. Everything from, we're working toward an NinjaTrader. That's a little bit sketch at the moment. Trade of 8, as well as MT5 and TradingView. So kind of exciting there. But that secret code is 6FTC, which is 6-figure trading coach, right? C is in Charles, 2025. So I'll say that one more time, 6FTC, C is in Charles, 2025. But let's go ahead and finish the rest of these trades real quick. Again, this one is kind of perfect. Love it. It just was great timing, right trade. Good strategy. 196-ish pips, give or take, a little bit more than that actually from where I measured. But overall, great trade. Came back up and around entry. It went for another 180 pips. That is not a bad way to be. Not at all, given the fact that, again, at about $6 per pip based off of a standard lot size, that's a lot of money. And remember, you can trade more lots than just one. You can trade more than just one. Last but not least, GBP Chef. We took this as a buy. We came back, and then remember that was the 4th to kind of give you an idea. Technically, that's at 20 o'clock. 20 o'clock. People laugh when I say that. Right, and around this window, right? We knew that we were looking for a bit of a pullback and to buy again. So even myself, I drew a nice little trend line, a little flag, and as we kind of broke above it, which was on, not this candle, this purple candle right here that kind of wicks up, I went ahead and re-entered and got another whole bunch of pips to kind of give you an idea. That's another 152 from where we measured for our spreadsheet and counting. That's another 80, 90 pips. So not a bad way to be when you're just tracking one pair, okay? This is a whole month. This is literally actually, as of this week, it'll be a month that we've been eyeballing this, that we've been able to manage this. And I know you can make a lot of money in scalping, and it's a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, and futures does pay, and I get all that matters, but it's also really nice to be able to make your analysis, go on with your day, your life, not think about it at all, like not even a little bit. Come back, see if it does what it does, and then you go on with your life. Like, that's it. Let it do what it's going to do. If you're not out risking, you're totally fine. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, you have to manage some, set up some alerts, you go on with your life. So that's what we've got there. And then last but not least, we do need to clear the board one more time. Go over the winners from last week. So we're giving away 2 $50,000 prop firm challenges. So I'm really excited to see these people, first off, make some differences, hopefully pass them and go on to do great things and throw me a shout out and all the things. But I really want to see people succeed, to use these platforms for what they're meant to be used for. And that's hopefully to become a better trader overall. Before I do that, I'm not going to be looking at any trades tonight. And if we just clicked around a little bit, I'm going to zoom out, make the candles pretty ugly. I'm not necessarily looking to sell, but as I clicked through tonight, there's not a lot of trades that I'm uber in love with. There's a few I like, okay, but none that I really liked how they were setting up. That's already got a double bottom, is nowhere near. That's got massive divergence on USD CAD, so we're not in love with that. Odd USD is looking for a retracement before we get that continuation on that buy. Euro GBP is way too far from the 50, and I can go on and on and on. Euro odds actually not bad, but we're a little bit farther than I'd want to be. So if I were to look at one tonight, it would probably be this one as one of them for sure. But ultimately, I'm going to wait till next week or the following week to go ahead and get some more swing trades for this little public experiment that we've got going on. And I hope that some of you guys are following that. If you guys are following these, please post that in the comments below. Please post your screenshot on our social medias or in our free public Discord or wherever else and say, look, I went through with some of this analysis. I managed accordingly. Approximately comparable to how we discussed. Here's what I've accomplished, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because we've got the data that backs all this up. I want to see people succeeding with it. That's the whole point of this time and effort and video editing and everything in between. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual winners for the 2 prop firms this week. Remember, this year we're going to be giving away over $1 million in prizes, all kinds of different things that we're going to be giving away. So please make sure you're liking, commenting, subscribing, following us in all the places. Make sure you're involved in our free public Discord. Get a chance, check it, make sure you're checking it every day and do all the things, because all announcements for what the challenges are, as well as all announcements for all winners, are going to be always posted there first. So you're definitely going to want to be there. This, again, we need to be updating. We're going to be giving away over $1 million, and depending on how things go, maybe even more, but we shall see. The winners from this particular competition and this challenge, we actually have 2 this week. And those winners are Alejandro C. and JJJJ Fit Therapy. So you guys should have already received an email from us stating, hey, you won this right here. This is what you need to do. Please make sure you guys are checking your emails and your junks and everything else. I definitely want to make sure whatever you guys are winning, you guys are getting your hands on. And last week we had a longtime friend win as well. And I don't know that we've heard back from them just yet. So Double check. I want you to make sure you get your prizes. And as always, if you're finding this video helpful, if you're finding this content helpful, make sure you do all the things that helps the YouTube algorithm. Get that out there and have a great day. Take care. We'll be back next week with some cool trades, and God bless.